go marching along, fall into line and you can't go wrong. Flying our colors will never lack, loyalty and honor.
So, this is the first ever episode of the Magpie podcast. We're still working on a name for it, but this is our first episode, and we are here with one of our writers, Justin Snay.
Hello.
He is the person in Magpie that everybody loves. If you're in the Magpie class, you will surely know it is not that. So, you care to explain why that all happens in class, I guess, and what it is?
Well, truthfully, I don't know where it started. I do know. Actually, that was a lie. It started when Leah was writing a BTS article, and we were debating over it about which was better, BTS or every other thing that exists in music. And I was obviously taking the side against BTS.
For orchestras?
Yeah.
At Astra?
Well, not specifically classical music in general, but yeah, and that's where it all started. And which is better, Frozen or Tangled?
Yeah.
I said Frozen was better.
The opinions is a big thing, and you are the opinion section editor, correct? Editor?
Well, I was.
Oh, yeah.
I'm now the news section editor, but
Okay.
It was a very fitting title for my opinions, I guess.
What got you to join Magpie?
So, one day I got a random email from Mr. Piercy. That was like, hey, you were recommended by some other teacher, or I really wanted you to be a writer, and we're considering doing a after-school writing position. And I was like, hey, why not? It sounds interesting. So I did it, and it's been really fun. I really enjoy it.
I was told last year to do it when I took journalism. And because I remember at the end of your journalism class, it was only a semester, they would take you into the hall and they would talk about what you've done over the year. And they're like, hey, you're really good at this, or you could work on this, and you should either go into Tatler or Magpie. They told me, and I was not interested. But then this year, Piercy sent out a email to some of the theater kids. So like Eli, Kelsey, Sam, me.
I think that's what I was in.
Yeah.
I'm not really a theater kid, but
yeah. But I was not sure if I wanted to do it, but eventually I told Eli, like, hey, Eli, tell Piercy I'm interested in Magpie, and if we have like a meeting over that anytime soon. He was like, okay. And Eli said nothing. Sorry, Eli, but it's true. But so a couple months later, Piercy sent out another email, and he was like, hey, we need after school photographers. And I was like, okay, I took photography last year. I can do that. So I signed up to be a photographer, and I just took a couple pictures. And then eventually he asked who wanted to be in the class, and I was like, yeah, I don't really like my third period class, so I might as well. And I joined it. So it's a lot to get used to.
yeah, deadlines and responsibilities and many other things that go in to it.
The Peeps challenge.
I don't want to remember that, even though I wasn't really involved in the cinnamon one. But
Yeah.
that was really bad. Miss Piercy just came in with a challenge for us to do.
Yeah.
Eat Peeps.
Yeah, so Piercy had a meeting with, I believe, like a person from
The advisor of
like Zionsville or something.
Zionsville.
And she gave us Peeps for some reason, and we did like a blind like game about it where we couldn't see what it was, and we just had to taste it. And one of them was a like red hot thing.
Yeah, like the gum.
Yeah.
The cinnamon gum.
And yeah.
It was marshmallow cinnamon. Doesn't really go together. I don't know who thought about that at the Peeps meeting room. They just sat down.
Mm-hmm.
And
which I didn't really see how we could have gotten Peeps and Magpie, but they found a way.
yeah. That whole day was a little confusing.
What else happened that day? Well, I guess
we were very loud.
Yeah.
I saw this video where these two kids were walking down the hallway in front of Magpie, and we were being really loud. Like, you could hear every distinct voice. It was like, ugh, whoops. But, you know.
Well, I guess we can kind of talk how the podcast is finally here. This was a plan since the beginning of the school year.
Yeah.
And we've only just now picked up on it because we recently got new positions, and we got to a certain point where, yeah, we can do a podcast. And I guess I'm technically your host, but not really. So
Well, you are the podcast editor. You
yeah.
know.
So, and you are our first guest.
Mhm.
How's it feel?
Honored. You know, a little special to be, I don't know. Most people probably won't, like, remember the first episode, but who knows?
The first episode's always going to be rough, so.
Yeah.
What got you to stay in Magpie? Like, why are you staying in it? Because
Well.
we have Magpie next year as well. It's a class.
Well, I had to either stop taking Magpie and take the Century Career Center class, or stop taking the Century Career Center class, or take Magpie. I chose Magpie again for next year because, you know, I just got the recent position. I didn't want to just leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do the pathway my junior year. So I was like, hey, why not?
Yeah. I felt very awkward in Magpie at first because, like, I knew Piercy, which is our, like, he manages Magpie.
Yeah, he's our advisor.
Yeah. And I was like, I haven't talked to Piercy since, like, 8th grade. So I was like, yeah, I don't know what he remembers of me.
And honestly, he scared me a little bit before.
Sorry, Piercy,
but well,
I wasn't scared.
We've talked about this with him before, but you know, just I don't know. He sits there at the white table in the house, staring at us. Yeah.
So, what are you hoping to do with Magpie next year? Like, I mean, do you have, like, any plans you want to do? Because we're getting a new website.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to have to do a lot of transferring over.
Yeah,
We're most likely getting a new website. It's not official, but...
Yeah, there's plans about that. We want to transfer every single article over, which will be...
a lot. I went through our archives yesterday.
A lot.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and pull up the website real quick. So, why do you choose to write what you do write? Like, I don't know. Do you have
the articles that I choose? Well, it all depends on what I'm feeling that day, honestly, and what... Because, like, sometimes the day after we choose our articles, I'm like, should I really have... Was that really a good choice, you know? But then you get into it and you realize I really enjoy it, you know?
Yeah. So, your first article ever was about the mask mandate returning.
Mm-hmm.
Were you more on, like, do you think it should have happened, I guess?
The mask mandate?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it helped. Masks are proven to help, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do think it was a good choice. Although hybrid was a little strange.
Yeah. I definitely am glad about... So I don't really do much writing. I do mainly just... I take pictures, and I take pictures for different articles. What do you like about writing in Magpie?
It gives me a chance to explore my writing abilities and my thoughts and my opinions and different stuff like that. I love writing opinion articles because I get to use the word I, and I don't get to use that in a news article.
So we've touched a lot on Magpie. What about you? What should Logansport High School know about Justin Snay?
Well, I play the piano.
I'm sure everybody knows that. Everybody in the school knows you and your piano and penguins.
Well, I don't know about the penguins part, but my phone does have penguin on it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Anybody that knows your name knows Piano Boy.
I don't know.
So, I know you did Fiddler on the Roof.
Mhm.
So do you prefer being on stage or do you prefer more working for shows like that? Because I know you also do tech.
I like both, but I like tech just a little more because you get to go through that process of making the play.
Yeah.
You know, and lighting is so much fun because you get to be up there and the catwalk, or you get to be up there and all the way on up to the electrics on a genie, and you're way up in the air. You know,
I'm not afraid of the catwalk. The catwalk's cool, but the freaking loading dock, I cannot make myself go up there. That place is terrifying.
if anyone who doesn't know what the loading dock is, it's this little where all the rigging is. That's where we put the weights on the very top, and it's this little metal dock where we can put the weights on. It's terrifying.
How high would you say that is?
I don't know. Probably 50 feet, maybe. I think that's what John told me the last time. I don't know.
Don't quote us on that.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything for Beauty and the Beast for JCT?
Well,
Or are you wanting to, I guess?
I was considering lighting design for the show.
Mhm.
So designing all the lights and all the lighting aspects of the show, which would be really fun because it'd be my first show where I've ever done that. The last time, for one of the, what's it called? For the Civic Theater show, I was going to lighting design it, and then it got canceled. It was hair. It was
hair. That was going to be one of the first shows that I was going to work in there, like, very recently, because I took a very big break from tech from 8th grade to my freshman year. Was hair this year, technically? No.
No.
Yeah, hair was last year. No. Was it going to be this school year? I don't think so.
I don't remember because
I think it was towards
'Cause
the end of last year.
yeah, I think it was because last year for the summer I think we had the version of Clue.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called. No.
I think it was called Clue. I don't really know.
I don't.
Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, this year it was Murder by Farce.
Murder by Farce. Yeah.
I went and saw that show. It was pretty good. It was the first show I've ever seen where it wasn't it wasn't being performed by like high schoolers or children.
Oh.
I don't really go to much civic shows, but it was good. It was nice to see like new faces because like I'm not familiar with the adult acting side of Logansport. I'm used to like all the like my teenager friends and like middle school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very fun to do tech for that show too because we had this dead body. There was a mannequin that we were hanging from one of the electrics on the top of the stage, and he would come down, and it was very fun to see that happen.
So, did you join tech because of your brother, Joey?
Kind of. I was thinking about it, and I didn't really know what to do at that point because, it was 7th grade year. I just came out of 6th grade, and 6th grade was not.
6th grade was a
Sixth
time.
grade was a roller coaster of every single aspect of life.
Yeah.
And they just opened up the 7th and 8th grade McHale. And I was like, why not? Joey was in it. See if I can do it. And, it's been fun so far. I really enjoy tech.
Yeah. I think I was only with Joey for 1 year. When did he graduate?
Well, he went to the Indiana Academy, which is a high school by Ball State, for his senior year. So he wasn't here his senior year. And I want to say he graduated 2019 maybe. 2018, 2019.
Because I remember working with him once, I believe. And speaking of Joey, I saw him at Black Dog yesterday.
Mhm.
Not yesterday. It was a very long time ago.
Yeah, I remember him talking about that.
But he said that all of your piano skills, you were mainly self-taught. You never
Mhm.
took lessons.
I have not. Well, I had one lesson before,
But it wasn't for you.
But well,
like
it was
yeah.
for me. But after going through it, I was like, I know most of the stuff. I don't know if I should take more lessons, But I've been playing the piano for like 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea where the ability came from. I just one day started playing on this really old keyboard that my grandpa had.
Yeah.
That was from like the 80s. And it just started from there. And apparently now I can read sheet music, which is really weird.
You also do like winter percussion, right?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you do in that?
I play the synth.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty fun. I don't know if I'm going to do next year or not, but it was pretty fun doing that. Nice to compete with other people,
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty nice. Just it can be stressful at times, pretty stressful, and it takes a lot of time. And
Well, yeah,
commitment.
I think any competition can be stressful sometimes.
So, swing choir tryouts are soon. Are you looking forward to that? This should be released right before auditions. So
Yeah, Tim and Susan were talking about maybe doing it. She said, don't expect it to come out Friday, but we might do it Friday. But it'll be interesting seeing the other people that are there auditioning.
Oh, that's gonna be a thing for you. You won't even be here when it comes out because Magpie, Magpie and Tatler, we're gonna be at
Ball State?
For J Day.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be doing some workshops and hopefully getting some awards. We've been working a lot on that. Hopefully our website gets something good.
Some
or
recognition.
One of our writers, because Leah, she got second place.
She got second place
and then
in the state
yeah
competition for
so
writing.
that's pretty cool. And then Kylie, she got an honor roll mention.
Mm-hmm. Which gave some
And that was the first ever award show like this like recent year
mm-hmm.
that we've gone to, and we got one. So
yeah, and hopefully we've progressed
mm-hmm.
and are gonna get some more recognition.
Yeah, we got a lot of new roles for things that we're
Mm-hmm.
really needing help on. So
We
like
finally have a editor in chief,
Yeah.
Kylie Langley,
then we have our managing editors,
Mhm.
Emily.
and Leah Older.
Yeah. So yeah, Magpie's going in a lot of different ways now,
Mm-hmm.
and we're branching off into a lot of new stuff. So, for example, a podcast.
Mm-hmm. Multimedia.
Yeah. So speaking of podcasts, I'm sure a lot of people have heard of Sam's and Zach's. We don't know what this is
yeah.
podcast. Have you heard much like of it? I guess.
Yeah, I've watched, I think, every episode that's been out so far. I think they're funny. They're really good at organizing a podcast.
Yeah.
Kelsey has a really good podcast voice,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes any sense. It sounds like she was like born to be in this kind of job profession.
I'm hoping to branch podcasts into this. So like each week I want to get an interview with somebody, hopefully, and then eventually I want to get it so where I can like set up stations, I guess. Like I want to do something where if I set up like a station in like the hallway that just says "Come talk to me,"
Mhm.
and it's just called like student talks or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I have a lot of high hopes, and I hope I can expand it a lot next year,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully. So yeah.
That would be really fun to witness and see.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And back to J-Day. Only 2 Magpie members have actually been to like an awards ceremony this year, Leah and Kylie.
Yeah, Leon and Kelly. But
Emily was going to go, but if you're in Magpie, you know what happened. She didn't wake up, unfortunately.
yeah, will be the challenge for our J Day here, because we have to come
Be
here
here
at
at
6:30, and that will be a challenge for a lot of people.
Well, and we're getting back around 4:00. So, and if Tim and Susan did say the swing choir list would be out by Friday, they typically also post it on Twitter, and it's typically at the end of the day, like right before the bell.
Okay.
Because I remember I was sitting in English class, and
An event to remember.
and I was racing to the choir doors, which I didn't really want to be in swing choir. Well, I did, but like I didn't think I really had the capabilities to. But it was for Adam's family. I was just sitting backstage, and Maggie Halterman was like, "Hey, are you trying out for swing choir? I think you'd be good at it. We need a lot of guys this year." I was like, I don't really think I'm gonna do it. I've never done choir, so yeah. Oh, and here is our little. Never mind. Sorry, our little editor Colby came in. He's giving us a metal object. Okay, he gave us a flattened mic head. I don't know what you call it.
Interesting. What happened to it?
Well, thank you for the gift, Colby. I'll put this on my shelf to remember the first ever podcast. But anyways, yeah, I remember we are at 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes, roughly. So, yeah. Are you interested? Are you really hoping to be in swing choir?
Yeah, I want to progress in the singing choral music for our school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed in how many people we're taking in, though, because we need 5 guys but only 2 girls, which is that's a lot of stress. Like going in a room full of like girls to try out and dance is stressful, because in that room only 2 of you will. But I know Tim and Susan are thinking like it's not guaranteed to be 2. It's at least gonna be 2. But it's just we have like 37 couples right now, and we're not really wanting, because that's already a lot more than they typically do. So they're not really wanting to do too many more. So.
And on the sign up sheet, I saw a lot of girls sign up, so it's going to be difficult to choose from a lot of them.
Yeah. And
not a lot of boys. So
yeah, it's always kind of hard to get guys in. Because, I mean, that's the thing. There's also a lot more stress on girls, because, like, for girls, they really look into dancing as well as singing, which so many girls are talented at our school. Like, our choir sections are amazing. But it's going to be so much more difficult, because there's just a lot of talent when they're taking, like, probably, like, 2 to 3 in.
Yeah, but we always have the next year's auditions. But, not a lot of people want to wait that long, But I think if you really want to do swing choir, you should wait out, and
honestly,
if you don't get in.
Yeah, this year kind of flew by for me, like,
yeah,
because we have like a month left of school, and then we're gone for summer.
It's like every year it just gets faster and faster. I
I
don't remember my 8th grade year.
Yeah, I barely remember my order of classes from that year. I barely remember mine from last year. But I saw on Google Photos the other day, like 4 days ago, it was a year since Adam's Family, which it doesn't feel right, but like it also feels right because.
Well, yeah, but we had that. Yeah. COVID stopped us from doing the winter fantasy, so we had the spring fantasy basically.
But yeah, it's strange to see how quick a lot of things change, because like last year we were completely hybrid, so half and half. But then this year we don't have mass, we don't have hybrid. A lot of things have narrowed down.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
We have water fountains again.
Yeah, so. I'm never gonna drink from those, anyways. Even if they're open or closed, they're a little weird.
Sometimes you're in a desperate place of water, so
yeah,
they're always there. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how this year's gonna go, because like this was my first year of swing choir, and then next year I'm losing a lot of close people, like right now, because I'm losing a lot of because like Liam and Evan,
Mhm,
Zach,
mhm. Oh yeah,
Lily. A lot of my senior friends, and then Eric and Jaden are leaving.
yeah.
So like we're losing a lot of like really talented people, but then we also
really
have
talented guys
yeah,
too.
yeah.
And we don't have, and I don't. Not a lot of guys signed up.
Yeah.
So-
it's hard to get guys to sign up, because I remember for the school tours, Tim was talking to us. I think in the 8th grade choir, there's only 11 guys total.
Wow.
So
Which means 11
Mm-hmm.
guys will.
yeah, unless we get a lot of guys to sign up, which Tim is really wanting because next year is going to be their last year. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of things to put on them, because children's choir is also struggling at getting members,
Mhm.
and it's not going to continue once they're gone. And they really want these like next couple of years to go good.
Mhm.
Like for this year, they said how they're using all their best songs this year and next year.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm excited to see what songs we're gonna do next year and if they can beat this year's
Yeah.
songs, because this concert has some really good songs.
Yeah, I know for swing choir we're doing Shut Up and Dance With Me, I'm Walking on Sunshine, and then the combined pieces. We're
Mhm.
also doing a song from Pippin. I think With You, I think is what it's called. But it's really pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird because like I would not see myself last year where I am now. A lot has
Yeah, me
happened
too.
this year. Yeah.
I also can't see the choir program without Tim and Susan. You know.
Yeah, it's weird because they've been doing this for how long and they're leaving.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
gonna-
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really known them for that long, but like I don't know. I
They're
never was really interested in choir, but like I almost joined children's choir in elementary, but then the like teacher was like, "Oh yeah, but you can't stay in there long
Mhm.
because guys they have to leave 8th grade." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not going to join for 3 years." So I never joined. And then I got in this year for swing choir, and I wish I just joined sooner.
Yeah.
What year did you join?
Choir.
Yeah.
My 6th grade year. I was gonna do children's choir my 5th grade year, but I was walking up the ramp to get to the front doors, and I just turned around.
Mm.
I was too scared to do it, and I don't know why. I mean, it was just a not regular, but it was just an audition, you know. But I was too scared
Yeah.
for some reason.
But there's a lot. I don't know. There's just going to be a lot of stress on Tim and Susan because, like, to narrow it down to that many people with so much talent at Logan Sport, which shocks me. Like, Logan Sport being the town it is,
Yeah,
our choir programs are amazing.
yeah. We just need to find like all the hidden talent that's around the school that is just
Yeah.
hiding, you know, in the
Mhm.
shadows. They need
Yeah.
to open up, you know, and audition for swing choir or join concert choir.
Yeah. Even if you, like, what I was going to do if I didn't make it into swing choir, I was just going to go into normal choir. But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And even if you don't make it in the swing choir, concert choir has really good songs.
And if you're a girl, you can still join
Yeah, and I'm gonna
children's choir.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss concert choir because swing choir is gonna have more. It's gonna be difficult because you have to dance and sing at the same time.
Mhm. I'm definitely gonna miss. Well, I'm not gonna miss. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm kind of sad I never got to experience normal choir, because like
Yeah.
it does seem fun because like I do enjoy doing the dances with song. It makes things a lot more like
Mm-hmm.
quick pace, and everybody loves swing choir. So
Yeah, but concert choir has its moments.
yeah. Well, I think that really wraps us up for that episode. So
Yeah.
this has been the first ever episode of the Magpie podcast with Justin Snay.
Mm.
And I guess, yeah, let's hopefully keep this going. All
Yep.
right. Thank you for
Yep.
listening, and
Goodbye.
make sure to read our articles, please. All right. Thank you.